All right, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. I am Violet Hyena. You are here with perfect timing, and I am here to do readings for people with perfect timing. I have tarot cards, I have oracle cards. They all have a lot to say, and I choose which ones get to speak by rolling these really pretty metal dice. And I should put this here. I'm going to check chat. And Francis has said, hi Violet, happy weekend. Starry eyes, shooting star, and floating hearts. Well, hi Francis, I hope you're doing well. And look into the questions. Ooh. Okay, we do have a list. We have a list from Reddish. So I will get started on those. Let's see. Select question. Okay, so Reddish says, hello, heart. Is it a sign that Kay ghosted me? I don't know. I'm gonna ask the cards. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Octopus Tarot. Is it a sign that Kay ghosted Reddish? Is it a sign? It is a sign. It is a bright, shining sign that that Kay has ghosted you, and just take it as it is. And that is a huge, blaring, blinding sign that you need to pay attention to. So, yes, it's definitely a sign. Alright, I hope that helps you out. Okay, and we got other people here too, yay! We also have Miriam. Hi, Miriam, I hope you're doing well. We have John. Hi, John, I hope you're doing well. And Miriam says, hope you are doing well today. I'm doing better than I was. And Stephanie says, hi everyone, hug with 3 purple hearts. And Francis says, current energy reading for Francis, please. Okay, so Francis, I think you were here recently, but this is new to us still. This is only the 3rd day. Please add your question to the Q&A. That is the new list. And there are a few more questions in there. I just popped in to say hello. Because it is the beginning of stream. So move your question to the Q&A and I will get to it. Alright, awesome. Let's see. And then the next question is Reddish with, is he loyal for me as frienda and for my secrets, or he do evil behind scenes? Ooh, okay, so friend or foe? Friend or foe? So, is he friend or is he foe? Oh, we have a negative for friend. We have a positive for foe. Let's look into the cards. He is a youngin'. So he's an immature person who is filled with a lot of energy. Let's put it that way. He's just not good for a friend. An Eight of Pentacles, he's an so he has mastered being a foe. Yeah, and he's mastered the resources of being a foe. So yeah, so he's a foe. He is not he's got some he's mastered some stuff. And he as you put it, he do evil behind the scenes. That's the best way to put it. He's doing evil behind the scenes. Alright, hope that helps you out with that question. Remove. Question. Okay, so I have popped. I'm just gonna occasionally pop into chat. Preston says, "Hello, beautiful." Hello, Preston. And Manifest Queen Underworld says, "Hey, everybody." Spiderweb, Purple Heart, and Sparkle. Hello, welcome. I do not recognize your username. Thank you for subscribing. Hi, welcome. And Not Amond says 5 new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Please only post your question once, and if you could put the Q&A, so your question in the Q&A box, that'd be amazing. And then I will be able to get to your question. And then Francis says the Q&A box disappeared. Oh no. And Manifest Queen Underworld says hi with a big smile and a purple heart. So I give that back. Welcome. And Stephanie says I do see the Q&A box. Okay. I mean, I have the question there in hold, but I see that the chat was very active, so I came back. And Miriam says, tap on the question and you can ask something. I do see it too. Okay. I know it's new. I know, like, all of this is only like 3 days old, so it's very new for everyone. So thank you for helping out. Alright, I'm going to do a few more questions and then pop back in on chats. I know, it's all very strange, guys. It's all new. Okay, and is F jealous? Does F have jealous feelings towards Reddish? Need to shuffle a little bit more. There we go. It's better. Is F jealous of Reddish? Let's see. We had an initial no, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, which is stable, finances. So they're jealous that you have stable resources. And that was what the cards say. And then question. And then Reddish says, does she intend to turn off my passion on purpose? Does she intend to turn off Reddish's passion on purpose? No, she does not. She does not intend to turn off your passion on purpose. There is a light, there's hope. Let's see. It's not her intention to hurt you. And it's not her intention to turn off your passion. Passion is not one of those things that she has control of turning off in you. Okay? That is what the cards say. I'm going to check chat real quick. Okay, and Miriam says, I do see it. Fawn Street Girl says, hi, Fawn Street Girl. And Lily says, hi, how are you? Hi, Lily, I hope you're doing well. Okay, we've caught up on chess. And I do hope Francis did find the Q&A, so that is very good. Alright, we can continue. I feel better now. Okay, and should I quit her friendship for the favor of my growth and glowing? Well, this is a yes. The 8 of Swords. But it also indicates that you are a bit tied up and blindfolded by your thoughts. So you are bogged down with some heavy thoughts and goings on. Or she has caused this in you and you can't look away from it. So if they are indeed that bad that they're causing you to be this stuck in your brain, I would say, yeah, end it. Yes, just end it. Move on. There are better friends. And then Reddish says, will I get hired by the online promotions I apply for? Will Reddish get hired by the online promotions I applied for? Ooh, that's a no. Two of Cups. It is a no. And then it has the Two of Cups. The cups are water and sharing emotions with others. Alright, so the online ones don't seem to be emotionally friendly, if that is any indication. So that may not be the road you want to go down. Alright, that is what the cards say. Okay, and Stephanie asks, is Adam gonna take the closer of the song I just posted on my social media? Thank you very much. Is Adam gonna like the closer of the song I just posted on my social media? Closer. Maybe cover? Is Adam gonna like the cover of the song I just posted on my social media? That would make more sense. Is Adam gonna like the cover? Ooh, no, he's not gonna like the cover. He sees the art of it, though. He sees the art of it. I feel like it's a softer no, like there's a little bit of cringe there. So it's not an immediate turn off. It's just like, it's not the best. But he sees the art in it. Okay, so Miriam says, why? Me and my friends get the same initiative message and vision today. Native? Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Native. I guess it is a native. So why did Miriam and friends get that same native message and vision today? Let's see, 3 of Swords. Ooh, interesting. Well, we have apparently heartbreak, or we have logic cutting through emotion. You have the Emperor. We have the Page of Pentacles. Why did Miriam and friends have the same innate message and vision today? So it's the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, well, let's start off. The Emperor is a major arcana, and it is the father figure, the leader figure. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is the youth who is studying to make wealth or resources. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is 3 swords cutting into a heart. Then we have this. Okay, and just need some more information here. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. So we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Thief, and then we have the Six of Swords, which is victory. So we're in the mind realm here. I can tell that. We're in the mind realm, and only a little in the resources realm. Something complicated is going on behind the scenes. What have we got here? The High Priestess. Yeah, so so this is more like a dream reading where it's all up in the head. It's all symbolic. So that's you. So there's a father figure that's symbolic. And there are ideas floating about for the Pentacles. There's logic cutting through emotion, there's thievery of thoughts, and there's victory of thoughts. So there's some sort of opportunity with ideas that are coming to you. And that is why you had the collective message with your friends. There's an idea coming through. And it's going to cut through all the emotion. And it's going to be it's not going to be a new idea. It's going to be one that you get from around you. And it's a victory because it's a unique one. Nobody's thought of it yet. And then it ties into the Page of Pentacles. Like it's you guys getting this idea and kind of fumbling with it and not sure what to do with it and how to manifest it. And it is from Spirit. And then there's this father figure behind it, which is the most mysterious one. I can't really place it, but there's just a father figure coordinating it. Alright, I hope that helps you out. Okay, and then Francis's question, which is current energy for Francis, please. Current energy. We're going to do all decks on deck. That is number 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Robin Wood Tarot. Eat it. Okay, energy reading for Francis, please. Ooh, you're having conflict with people and ideas. Not ideas, but skills. And action. I always want to say this one's like competition. Because you're dealing with young people who want to make money. That's why. So I hope that helps you out. You're dealing with a little struggle because young people who want to make money. That makes sense. It makes total sense. Alright. And then question. I am going to pop back on chat real quick. And I do see other people. Okay, so do I see the Q&A of the question? I do see it. Franz, your girl, Lily. And Francis said, did I miss my reading? I just did it, so I don't think you did. Twin Spice says, hello, greetings, Violet. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. And how is your allergy? Did it get any better? And hi, everyone. Hi, Miriam. Twin Spice says, hope you all are doing well. And Miriam says, hi, Twin Spice. Hope you're doing well today. And Twin Spice says, I'm doing okay. Eclipse energy and Saturn retrograde messing with my head a little bit. And Twin Spice says, thank you, Miriam. Heart, hug, and floating hearts. Twin Spice says, how are you today, Miriam? Floating hearts. And Stephanie says, cover, sorry. So sorry. It's okay. Typo's having. I figured it out. Sweat drop. Miriam says, doing well too, thanks for asking. Floating hearts. Stephanie says, oh, okay, got it. Thank you very much. Hugs and 3 purple hearts. I love purple hearts. And Twin Spice says, glad to know Miriam. Smile and floating hearts. Amira says, hey, can I ask a question? Yes, you may ask a question. Welcome, and thank you for subscribing. We have a Q&A ask thing, so if you could post your question in there, I will happily get to it. And Love B says, hi, will I become a better performer in 2 years? Stage dance skills, charisma, star power, heart. Hi, Love B. So if you would please move your question into the Q&A, that will help me because I'm doing the Q&A as my list now instead of going back through the entire chat and looking for questions. And John says, when is my question up? I'll check the Q&A. So John, I do not see your question in the Q&A. Try reposting it. I know it's new for everyone. It's also new to me, and I don't really have the ability to check how things. Since I'm broadcasting the live, I don't have access to really view it live at the moment. So I can't check and see how the question box actually works for myself. So I'm just relying on everyone who is able to figure it out. So I appreciate you all. But right now I don't see your question in there, so go ahead and post it again. And Francis says, thank you for the reading. It makes complete sense. Absolutely. And Manifest Queen Underworld says, is my question on the Q&A? I will check. Okay, John, I do see your question. Yay, you made it. And Manifest Queen Underworld, I did not see your question there, so go ahead and try it again. I know it's new for all of us, so we're trying it out. I like it so far because it keeps everything nice and organized. But it's new for everyone because we're so used to me grabbing a board and actually making a list. Preston question. Preston's question is there. Don't worry, it is. So I will get to it. I'm just taking a quick break to direct everyone. And Lily, I definitely see yours. So it is working for Lily. I see 1, 2, 3 of Lily's questions. Oh, 4 of Lily's questions. So yes, they are all there. Okay, so I'm going to get back to the questions right now since I've caught up on chat. Thank you all of you for your patience. I know this is all new and weird and we're trying it out, but so far I really like it. Okay, so what was behind the messages that received lately? What do my spirit guides advise me to do right now? It's a very good question. I think that is an all deck on deck question. Number 2, cat terriers. What was behind this messages that I received lately? What did the spirit guides advise you to do right now? So what's behind messages and spirit advice? So what is behind the messages that you received lately? The Hierophant. And what do my spirit guides advise me to do right now? Ooh, change. These are both very major arcanas. We have the Hierophant. So what is behind the messages is a spirit teacher. They're trying to guide you, and the spirits advise that you make major changes in your life. You do whole, I like the imagery of the phoenix birding and then coming back to life. And it may be scary, but to evolve suddenly is always a little scary. So that is what the spirits are asking you to do. To grow and be rebirthed. And they're apparently sending spirit guides to help you out. So that's good. That's very good. I hope that helps you out. Then we have Preston. Is there something big going to happen for my birthday? It's a very good question. I shall ask the cards. That is a all decks on deck question. Number 6. Robin Wood Tarot. Yeah, no. Here we go. Is there something big going to happen on Preston's birthday? Oh, we have a no, but it's a soft no. I see there's expectations, really big emotional expectations on your end for your birthday. But you may want to look for higher vibrations on your birthday instead. Because you just got the High Priestess, which is... Let me find the words. Let me get a drink of water. Okay, so you shouldn't be looking for emotional big things. You should be looking for spiritual big things. Alright, I hope that helps you out, Preston. And Front Street Girl. There we go. Hi, is Alex gonna make a move towards me at some point? Extra card with 2, so gate hurt. So is Alex gonna make a move towards Front Street Girls at some point? That's a no. Stable actions. Stability of Wands. He's holding off on his actions for some reason. I feel like he doesn't think he's quite ready. And that if he decides that he's never ready, then he's kind of stuck in this position. And that is what the cards say. Question. Okay, is Hamza cheating on Noor with another woman? Number 7. Every little thing you do is magic. You know. Do 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 do. Magic. You know. Do 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 do. Okay. Is Hamza cheating on Noor with another woman? This one says yes. Ace of Swords. You know what? I don't think he's thinking with his head. I think he's, you know what? I think he's thinking with his second head. Because this is not a bright idea. But apparently, yeah, he is. I am so sorry to deliver that news. I hope it works out well. Okay, why Hamza won't emotionally open up to Noor? Why won't he? Well, he doesn't have good refinements. He doesn't have good self-discipline. He's awful at it. Absolutely awful. And that is why. And that's the major arcana. That is not something you can change easily. How much Hamza's ego has changed with Noor over the years? Do you see it completely ending? The ego or the marriage? You know what? It's a very good distinction. Is the ego gonna end or will the marriage? Your relationship, I should rather say. There we go. How much Hamza's ego changed over the years? Do you see it completely ending? How much has changed? Eight of Swords. A lot has changed. There's a lot of baggage here, so this just everything is super heavy. Too much has changed. Too much. Will the ego end? No. Will the relationship end? Yes. And the ego will not stop. He is happy to fight for what he gets. And Seven of Pentacles. So when you take into account the resources and everything that you're spending on this person, it might be for the best that you look at the pros and cons and decide whether it is worth ending the relationship. This card indicates it would be better if you ended the relationship. And that is what the cards say. Okay, what will bring Noor more fame and money, being a faceless beauty influencer on YouTube and Insta, or being an AI child story content creator on YouTube and Insta? Let's see. So we have faceless beauty. Influencer or AI children's story creator. All right. We're going to compare. We're going to dare to compare. So, Faceless Beauty Influencer. Or AI Child Story Creator. Faceless Beauty Influencer. That got a good one, yes. And then 3 of Pentacles for AI Story Content Creator. So if you become a Faceless Beauty Influencer, you will become a champion of cups. You will have an emotional fulfillment with this choice. With the AI children's story creator, you will have the 3 of Pentacles. This will become more like a job. So if you want a job, go for the AI story creator. If you want the emotional fulfillment, go for the Faceless Beauty Influencer. And that is what the cards suggest. Alright, put this deck back. And there still are more questions, but I have not checked into chat for a bit, and I need a small break. Alright, just having a small break. We'll get back to the questions in a moment. There's still lots. Okay. Much better already. Okay, I'm gonna check. Manifest Queen Underworld. I do see your question there now. So, weirdly enough, Manifest Queen is my question in the Q&A. Is the question that is in the Q&A. So if you want to try again to put your question in the Q&A, that would be for the best, because I think it did it wrong. So, Manifest Queen Underworld, please try again with your question to put it in the Q&A. It's not in there. I'm just gonna put it like that, because that's just funny. Yep, Jones is there. Preston's question, I did yours. I did Lily's. I see. I know. Let's see. Oh, and Preston says, "Oh, I love you. Thank you." Manifest Queen Underworld is my question up there now. I will check again in a moment. But you're skipping. On the video? I'm sorry. I don't mean to. It might be the stream itself. I apologize. And Amara says, what is Q&A? It means question and answer. True. Thank you, Lily. Miriam says, thanks, with 3 sparkle hearts. You're very welcome. And Amara says, okay, thanks. Reddish says hello. Hello, Reddish. I answered your questions earlier. Preston says 12 TH. Thank you. XOXO. And Preston says yes, thank you. And John says slow ASF eye roll connection. Yeah, I'm sorry. And John says, did you do my question? Not yet. You are still on the list. Debbie Kelly says, hello, beautiful. Hello, Debbie. Debbie asks, can you tell me what the universe has to say? I go to a pool party tomorrow afternoon. Will I find somebody to connect with? Okay, so Debbie Kelly, we're trying something new. We have a Q&A thing now, and if you could put your question in the Q&A, then I will be able to do your question, because it lines all the questions up. That way I don't have to go back through chat to look up all the questions. They're just there in a nice row for me. So if you could put your question in there, I will happily do it. Lily says, thank you. John says, Violet, did you get to my question? Not yet. It is still on the list. Do not worry. Lily says, thank you so much for taking so many questions. I really appreciate it. May God bless you. 3 hearts. You're very welcome. Happy to help. And now that I've caught up on chat, I will look at the questions. Okay, we have Twin Spice, we have John, we have Amara. Yes, Amara is there, good. We have Reddish again. Manifest Queen, you still need to put your question in. I mean, I do see you tried earlier, but something went awry. So try again, please. There we go. I now see your question, Manifest Queen Underworld. I see it. We're good. And then we have Lilies again, and Amra. So, awesome. Cool. So I'm going to continue on questions. Yes. And I'm back on chat right now. And Reddish says, hi, Viola. I added some new questions. Could you see them? I could. I see one question from Reddish. And then Manifest Queen Underworld says, okay, very good. Alright, so now I'm gonna do more questions. I needed that small break, so thank you. Okay, quick drink, and then we'll get back to it. Tasty, okay. Can I get an angel guidance from Oracle cards? Is the difficult situation I'm dealing with be over soon? Will I make it out successfully? Will things get better for me soon? Thank you. So, oracles. I don't specifically have an angel oracle deck. However, I do have other oracles. We'll see who gets there closest. Alright, so it seems like the closest one will be asked, and it is given. This is an information card. Don't look. It's shy. We leave it in the box. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, then we have Angel Guidance. Difficult situation I'm dealing with will be over soon. Will I make it out successfully? Will things get better soon? Okay, so these 3 questions are basically the same thing. We will see what the cards have to say. Will the difficult end, and will it get better soon? Oop, it broke. Just needs some more shuffle. There we go. So, Angel Guidance. Wait, we don't flip these. Haha. I am becoming consciously aware of my inner being. We refer to that non-physical you as your inner being, or your source. It is not important what you call it. It is not important what you call that source of energy or life force. But it is important that you are consciously aware of when you are allowing a full connection to it and when you are restricting it in some way. Okay, so you are going to want to become more connected with your inner source, with your higher being, with whatever you define as your higher self. And then, will the difficult situation be over soon? I can accept myself as a vibrational being. Once you begin to accept yourself as a vibrational being who attracts all things that come into your experience, once you understand the correlation between what you are thinking, feeling, and what you are receiving, you then hold the keys to get from wherever you are to wherever you want to be on all subjects. So this suggests that when you make more emotional decisions to feel better, then your difficult situations will end sooner. Alright, so I hope that helps you out. Okay. And then we have John's question. Does Odd Software want to help me? Number 1, Cat Turret. Does Odd Software want to help John? Ooh, a little caught up. Needs more shuffling. Does Odd Software want to help John? Yes. They want to help John like a hermit. The hermit has gone into hiding to get higher wisdom, and this hermit wants to help you with the wisdom that they have acquired. So, yes. And then we have Amara, Wood, Sarah, Pisces, and Lones, Aries get married. Will Sarah and Lones get married? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will Sarah and Lones get married? That is a yes. You will all, and they will have a stable. They will have stable resources. They will have stable resources, which is a very comfortable thing. And then we have Reddish. Got a reading that someone from my past is coming in my way to apologize. Who's him, and what is the purpose from that? So who is him? Who him? Or him who? What is the purpose to apologize? We need a deck. Number 6, Robin Wood Tarot. Who, him? Him who? King of Cups. Him, King of Cups? Oh, okay. And purpose for apologizing. Celebration. He wants to make merry and he wants to make friends. He wants there to be peace and harmony. That is why they are apologizing. And the King of Cups is a man who has matured emotionally. So this person has very good intentions emotionally. And they want to have a better relationship. And that is what this is all about. Also, he's blonde and very pretty, if that helps. Okay, so are Sarah and Lonis soulmates? Let's find number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 octopus turrets. Are Sarah and Lonis soulmates? Okay, so yes, they are soulmates. The Queen of Swords. There is a great mental connection between them. And that is what the cards want to say. So they are soulmates, and there's a great mental connection between them. I hope that helps you out. Move, and then to Lily. The women, Hamza has an affair with a girl from his family or some outsider woman. Ooh, spicy. Okay, and then which deck? Number 3. Which is the Supernatural deck. So, is it a woman from his family or an outsider woman? Oh, yes, from the family. Ew. Not from the outside. So, one, ew. And 4 blades. So this was a logical, tactical decision. Again, ew. But it was the, woman from his family. Okay. It feels opportunistic. And I don't like it. So, yuck. Meh. Would Sarah and Lones get married? Number 2, gay turret. Would Sarah and Lones get married? Yes, but a warning. So, yes, if you get married, you're going to want to not be stubborn with your resources. If there's an easy path, go with it. Do not be stubborn about your ego, because this is the 5 of coins is often the conflict of the wealth. So things might get a little slim financially, and that's going to be a difficult thing. So do try to go with the path of ease rather than focusing too much on the lack of money. All right, I hope that helps you out. Okay, and Manifest Queen Underworld. I want to start emailing strip clubs to make posters for them. I want to reach out to Tootsie near me. If I email Tootsie to make posters for them, would they say yes? Okay, so if strip clubs. And we have Tootsie. Twist tie? Twist tie. Twist tie. Twist tie. Okay, we need the deck. Number 4, which is the Octopus Turret. This is a comparative one. I'm not saying a yes or no one for this one. We're going to compare what they are. So strip clubs and toast tie. See, 4 of Pentacles, so stable finances for the strip club, and then 3 of Pentacles for Toasty. So both of these are Pentacles. You're going to be successful with both. Excuse me. The strip club says it's going to be more stable, and then twist tie is going to be more like a job. So whichever one seems more, whichever one vibes more with you is going to be successful. It's either going to be because the 3 of Pentacles is always one that says it's a job and you work with other people, and it will probably be more emotionally fulfilling if you like people. 4 of Pentacles is more about you producing something for the strip club, so you're not going to be as emotionally invested in it, but it's going to lead to more stable finances. And that is what the cards say. I hope that helps you out. Okay, for how long is having an affair with this woman? Alright, so I'm going to ask the Time Oracle deck, because that is the deck that gives the best time readings. So the Cosmic Timing Oracle deck. For how long Hasma has been having an affair with this woman? How long? Ooh. Well, we have a don't wait around. We have the next new moon. So it feels like, oof. Wow, we are getting no time cards. It's up to you. The next new moon. Don't wait around. So let's just go back to the first one and say, don't wait around. Already, if he's cheating, don't wait around. Just don't. Don't dig in more, just leave. That is basically the energy I'm getting from these cards. And then we have the last one, which is reddish. Did he show anyone my private photos? Number 6, Ron Wood. Hold that. Did he show anyone Reddish's private photos? No, those are still a mystery. And this is a major arcana. This is the moon, which is the card of mysteries. So this is a good thing. He did not show anyone your private photos, which is a good move. Very good move. Alright, so for now I have caught up on the questions. I'm going to take a liquid break here and chat. Okay, so for some reason John's having a problem. Okay, let's go back up. Let's see here. But it says, did you get my question? I did get your question. And Debbie, you still need to move your question to the Q&A. And John, I did your question. Lily, thank you so much. Hi, Viola. I added some new questions. Could you see them? I did. I answered them. Manifest Queen says, okay. And then I believe I was here. All right. John says, Violet, take my question off. Okay. Well, I answered it anyway. John says, Violet, they got back to me. That's good. I'm glad. And John says, please see this. Violet and then Reddish says, has Kay talked about our relationship to people? You're going to have to move that one to the Q&A box. Violet and John says, no. Unhappy face. John says, sorry, you just never see it all the time. Okay, I apologize. Amara says, thank you, Violet. With a red heart, you're very welcome. And John says, can you please try to check chat more? I can try. When there's a long list of questions, I often feel compelled to answer them, though. I can try to check back more often. Maybe every 20 minutes or so, I can try to look back at chat. I'll try doing that. I'll try every 20 minutes or so. And Amara says, red heart, you're very welcome. And Lily says, Jonah, if your question is not visible, ask 9 on more time in the QA sticker. And John says, how y'all night going? And John says, well, I told her not to do it, but she still did it. I apologize, John. I did not look at chat soon enough. And Manifest Queen Underworld says, wow! Happy face, sparkle, purple heart. Can't wait. Laughing face. You're very welcome. And John says, Manifest Queen, I'm just telling ya you created, not a tarot card reading? Easy, John. Manifest Queen Underworld says thank you and 4 purple hearts. You're so very welcome. Manifest Queen says have a good night, purple heart, spider, and spiderweb. You too. Have a great night. Thank you for coming. And Manifest Queen Underworld says I appreciate it, John. Thank you, Hands. I have to put into action and manifest it, spiderweb. Yay! And Manifest Queen World says, have a great day and night, everyone. Wave, spider, web, spider, and purple heart. Awesome. Yay! Okay. So now I've caught up on chat. I'm going to have another drink. I have been streaming for an hour and 32 minutes. Water time. Okay, so I've caught up on chat. And Reddish has put in new questions, so I'll get to those. When will I grow a new MP? When will Reddish grow a new MP? Tarot card. The when? Oh, it's a when. It's a time card. We get at the time oracle. When will Reddish get a new MP? When will Reddish get a new MP? In December. In December. It's a little hard because it's white on whitish background. But in December. Okay, will Mom give me more than 10K for it? Number 4. 4 octopus turrets. Will Mom give more than 10K for it? That is a no. 10 of Wands. Your mom is tired. She doesn't want to. I apologize. That is what the cards say, though. She's worked out very hard for all that, and she doesn't want to pay that much. The one who is coming to apologize will help me find the job or no relationship? What does he do for a living, or what did he study? Okay, so the one who is coming to apologize will help me find the job or no relationship? Okay, so I think you're asking, will they help you find the job, or it's not related to that? Okay, so extra card and 1. Cat Tarot. So, is the one coming to apologize going to help find Reddish a job? No. They are not coming to help you find a job. 4 of the Wands. They're there to make peace, not help you find a job. What is he do for a living, or what does he study? Alright, so what do he do? Oh, Cat Tarot again. What does he do for a living, or what does he study? It's a teacher. A teacher of the traditional kind. Either religious or teaching, like school teaching. And this is a major arcana, so it's a major part of their life. They're a teacher. Alright, so that's probably what he does. Alright, hope that helps you out. And I have caught up on the Q&A. If I have not done your questions, go ahead and repost your question to the Q&A. Okay, Reddish says, sorry, I mean no relation between him and the job. I got it. Reddish says, I have a crazy keyboard. Okay. You need to wag your finger at the keyboard and say, please cooperate. And then it shall be better. It's okay. I do understand that communication is an art, and sometimes it takes a few times to get things across, but I did get it. So there was no big deal. Whew. Ah. And John says, abracadabra is an actual spell method thing. Yes. Reddish says, girl, yes, you did get it. Awesome. Yeah. I am really good usually at figuring things out with mistypings or switching things around in a sentence to make them make sense. And John says, try with you keyboard. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. And John says, sorry, Violet, you don't see messages. I just didn't want you to do it anymore. I apologize, John. I did not. It is true that with the chat, and the Q&A being separate places, I do not get to see one. I don't get to see both. I get to see one or the other. So I do apologize. I will try to check chat more often. And right now we have Reddish on the Q&A. Will I meet my forever person in 2027 or not yet? Number 4. Octopus Tarot. Will Reddish meet her forever person in 2027? Yes, you will. The Two of Swords. You will be making logical decisions as you make your way towards them. But yes, you will meet them in 2027. And John says, you gotta believe you will. Don't put all your power in tarot cards. What? Okay, John, you're confusing me. So why suddenly do you have a slight negativity against the tarot cards? Oh, okay. Tarot cards are a mirror of your state of mind. Okay. And British says, thanks, John. I don't. Okay. But you were coming across kind of conflictingly. I just want to let you know that's how I was seeing it. Focus the camera. There we go. And John says, okay, yeah. And Reddish says, does AS feel my telepathic emotions, and does he think of me or I come to his mind? Alright, that's a distinction. Does AS feel my telepathic emotions? And does he think of me or come to his mind? Okay, we have the questions. We have the tarot card, which is Supernatural deck. So does AS feel Reddish's emotions telepathically? No. Does AS think of Reddish? Ew, no. I'm sorry. So, telepathic communication. So, he observes and he uses your body language to tell him what's going on. And then, does AS think of Reddish? No. He thinks of resources and he fantasizes about a good, cushiony life with a family. So he's thinking about his future. Okay. That's what it is. And resources. Alright. I'm sorry to deliver that news. I hope it helps. Excuse me. Alright. There are 10 minutes left. John says, finally, probably going to get a job soon. Congratulations! That is good. I'm very happy for you. And Reddish says, no need to apologize. I just like to get sure of what I already know. I think that's very fair. Getting validation from somewhere else really helps sometimes. Ah. John, I hope this job does you well. I hope you get lots of money from it. Okay, and since I don't like silence, I'm going to pick an oracle deck. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Money and the law of attraction. This is the information card. Don't look, it's shy. We leave it in the box. And Miriam says, 6 floating hearts. Thank you, Miriam. And Miriam would like a general reading, so I can do that too. Nice general reading. All decks on deck. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Octopus turret. Select the question. Here we go. Miriam. And the general reading. General reading. We have the 7 of Cups. I'm just going to do 3 cards. Here we go. We have nostalgia. We have the Empress, which is abundance and motherhood. And we have death. A big change. A big burning of an old self and a re-rising of a new self. A rebirthing. So I see you're having a lot of nostalgia about times in your past. There's a mother figure and or abundance. So what this could be is you having your nostalgia, you having the death and reawakening into an empress, which would be really fabulous. And that is what the cards say. So good for you, Miriam. Move. And chat. And John says, I did something to get a job, hee hee. Good for you. And John says, I'm in good hands. Very good. I'm very happy to hear that. I know you were very stressed about the money situation. I'm glad it's working out for you. All right. We have about 4 minutes left. I'm going to drink some water because I like water. Keeps me hydrated. Ah. Ooh, okay. And Miriam says, thanks, spinning hearts. Sparkle and spinning hearts. You are very welcome. I'm happy to help. And Miriam says, why all these changes are showing up and what the outcome of the question when this change phase will end. Very good question. Outcome. Okay. So we have questions. We need the deck. Robin Wood Tarot. Okay, so why are all these changes showing up? The Knight of Wands. So, Knight of Wands, what will the outcome be? And when? We have when. Why changes? Why are these changes showing up? Because it is time for action. Because the Knight is the... This is the time for action. That is why all the changes are showing up. And the outcome will be new ideas. And when is when you take action on them. So there's going to be a lot of logic, a lot of thoughts and actions. So thoughts and actions, This is going to be a natural progression in doing things to get things done. And great growth is very possible. Because those are the beginning of the journeys, the aces. So it's going to be another long journey to learn more stuff. And that is kind of the fun of life. Alright, I hope that helps you out, Miriam. And we've hit the 2-hour mark. Sorry, I meant to select it earlier. I apologize. But I just did answer that question. Okay. So remove. And then the chat. And then I can end the chat. And Q&A. Yay! Then I can end it. Say no more. Sorry. Whew. And Miriam says, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sinuses suck. Sinus allergies suck. And all you can do is whatever you can. I mean, really. Reddish says, thank you, Vila, for all your readings. You're very welcome. Thank you for all your questions. And Reddish says, have a good night. I would love to have a good night on my side. So thank you. And Miriam says thanks with 3 emotional emojis. So thank you all for coming tonight and being with me on this live. I will be back in 22 hours at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you have any more questions, bring them then, and I will happily read for them. Alright, so everyone, good night. I send my love to you and wish you well, and I hope none of you have allergies like me. And have a good Saturday night. Alright, night, bye. And Miriam says, take care, and John says, good night, Violet. Good night, John. Good night, Miriam.